Judith Maria and welcome to SC Global News. From the United States refusing to participate in G-20 summit amid heightened diplomatic tensions to the Archdiocese of Kaduna rejecting the rumors regarding the death of the kidnapped priest, we have many stories to cover. Leaders from 18 of the world's richest and major developing nations have arrived in Johannesburg for the G20 summit, which is scheduled to take place on November 22nd and 23rd, 2025. Marking the first time the forum is hosted on African soil, the United States under Donald Trump has boycotted the gathering, calling South Africa a disgrace and refusing participation amid heightened diplomatic tensions. The dispute now threatens to overshadow a summit agenda focused on climate change, debt relief and global inequality.
The G20 summit hosted by Johannesburg in South Africa is further complicated by the United States' decision to stay out of formal negotiations at the high-level heads of state talk. The White House confirmed that the US will not participate in official deliberations at the summit despite earlier signals of engagement. The administration cited divergent views on the draft communiques covering issues such as debt, sustainability, critical minerals supply and a just transition to clean energy as the reason for withholding its full involvement. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa had described the US move as a positive sign, but the White House press office later criticized the remarks by Ramaphosa, saying the language used was not appreciated. The summit is taking place at the Johannesburg Expo Center in Johannesburg from 22nd to 23rd November, marking the first time a G20 leaders summit is being held on the African continent. South Africa's presidency of the group has positioned the agenda around the theme solidarity, equality and sustainability, focusing especially on inclusive growth, climate financing and Africa's role in global trade. The United States' absence thus underscores a diplomatic rift at the heart of what might have been a landmark gathering for the global south.
In the latest attack by jihadists in northern Mozambique, at least 4 Christians were killed, including one who was beheaded. This incident is part of the continuing wave of violence stemming from an insurgency that began in 2017. Although the conflict originated in Cabo Delgado province, it has now spread to the neighboring southern province of Nampula, where the most recent attacks have taken place.
In the latest attack by jihadists in northern Mozambique, at least 4 Christians were murdered. This marks the latest wave of attacks in an insurgency that began in 2017. Although the insurgency started in Cabo Delgado province, it has also spread to the neighboring southern province of Nampula, where the most recent violence has occurred. The situation has been extremely serious in the district of Memba. Since November 10, several settlements have been attacked and hundreds of houses have been set on fire. According to Bishop Alberto Vera of Nakela, thousands of people are kidnapped, including women and children, by terrorists who claim allegiance to the Islamic State. In a message sent to aid to the church in need, he said that thousands of families are suffering and trying to escape the terrorists. In some places, most of the houses were burned and people have been killed. In one village, 4 Christians were killed and one of them was beheaded. The bishop also noted that the insurgents had destroyed at least 2 chapels. According to the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, approximately 128,000 people have fled the affected areas. OCHA adds that ongoing insecurity and the fear of further attacks continue to cause displacements, while an outbreak of cholera is also impacting Memba. Bishop Vera clarified that the church is assisting as many as possible. What we need most are food and basic necessities for the vulnerable, especially women, children and also our priests. Mozambique was listed as a country facing persecution in the 2025 Religious Freedom in the World report published in October. The ongoing crisis in Cabo Delgado remains the primary source of concern in the nation of just over 32 million people.
Pope Leo XIV held his first digital encounter with young US Catholics, meeting online with over 15,000 teenagers gathered in Indianapolis, Indiana. The pontiff extended an invitation to the youth to strengthen their relationship with Jesus Christ, use technology responsibly as a tool for deepening their faith, and refrain from politicizing discussions about the church. The 2025 National Catholic Youth Conference, a two-day event, kicked off at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis on November 21st. Pope Leo XIV met with more than 15,000 teenagers in the first-ever digital encounter with young U.S. Catholics. The pontiff invited young Catholics to grow in friendship with Jesus Christ, to use technology in healthy ways, to deepen their faith, and to avoid relying on political categories when speaking about the Church. During his opening remarks, the Pope praised American youth for taking the time to gather in person and encouraged them to be active members of their parish communities. The conference gave young people the opportunity to attend Mass, pray before the Blessed Sacrament, and receive the Sacrament of Reconciliation. Moderated by Katie Prejean McGrady, the event featured 6 young Catholics who asked the Pope to share his thoughts on topics ranging from mental health to AI and the future of the Church. The first question the Pope addressed concerned accepting God's mercy when we have sinned or let others down. The Holy Father acknowledged that everyone struggles with asking for God's mercy and accepting that He truly forgives us in confession. He added that God's heart is different from our own, as He never tries off searching for the lost sheep. The Pope then responded to a question about facing mental health challenges, including sadness or feeling overwhelmed. He encouraged everyone to seek a deep relationship with Jesus and to bring their struggles to Him in prayer. He also noted that young people should turn to trusted adults so that God can speak to them through others. When asked about how technology influences faith, Pope Leo XIV affirmed that modern tools can be valuable for connecting people across great distances. However, he emphasized that technology can never replace genuine in-person relationships or participation in the Eucharist. He encouraged young Catholics to be mindful of their screen time, ensuring that technology serves their lives rather than controls them. The Holy Father then addressed a question about the future of Church, and he recalled Jesus' promise to Peter that the gates of hell will not prevail against it. He noted that the Holy Spirit has guided the Church through 2 millennia of challenges. He urged young people to recognize that they are not only the future of the Church but also its present, emphasizing the importance of attending Sunday Mass and joining youth activities where their faith can grow. Finally, Pope Leo XIV expressed his hopes for the future of young people in the Church, encouraging them to take an active role in shaping their lives ahead. Recognizing their eagerness to contribute meaningfully, he urged young Catholics to offer their time and talent generously in service to the Church. The United Kingdom's new earned settlement model will double the required residence for many migrants before they gain full settlement rights. The statement was given by Shabana Mahmood on November 20, 2025. Nigel Farage has uploaded the tougher approach, arguing that access to permanent residence should be a privilege earned, not a given. The UK's net migration levels for 2024 stood roughly at 431,000. Following a surge and raising questions about long-term pressures on public services and infrastructure.
The United Kingdom government has announced a sweeping recalibration of its immigration framework, shifting from the current 5-year pathway to indefinite leave to remain to a new earned settlement model requiring up 10 years of residence for many migrants. Under the proposal, slow-paid workers may face a 14 to 15-year wait, while benefit-claiming migrants could be required to wait up to 20 years for settled status. At the same time, faster routes will be reserved for highly skilled workers, frontline professionals such as those working in the National Health Service, and earning entrepreneurs. Nigel Farage, leader of the Reform UK party, has applauded the tougher stance, arguing the changes are long overdue. Farage has repeatedly claimed that UK UK's high immigration levels have left the average Briton poorer, and access to permanent settlement must be earned, not handed out. Critics of the previous system said the mass migration in recent years, with net migration increasing significantly, placed unsustainable pressure on public service, housing and infrastructure.
The Archdiocese of Kaduna has denied rumors that the priest kidnapped on November 17th was murdered. In a statement sent to Agencia Fides, the Archdiocese refuted claims circulating on various social media platforms. The Archdiocese rejected these reports as completely false and unfounded. Monsignor Emmanuel, Chancellor of the Archdiocese, added that Father Pascal is alive and authorities are making every effort to ensure his safe release. Father Bobo Pascal, a parish priest in Kaduna State, Nigeria, was kidnapped on Monday, November 17th, when armed men attacked St. Stephen Parish, part of the Kaduna Catholic Archdiocese. In the days following the abduction, social media was flooded with posts claiming that Father Pascal has been killed. The Archdiocese of Kaduna issued a statement rejecting these claims. The statement, signed by Father Christian Okewu Emmanuel, Chancellor of the Archdiocese, reported that unconfirmed reports are circulating on social media claiming that the kidnapped priest Bobo Pascal has been killed. Monsignor Emmanuel added, quote, "We firmly reject these reports as completely false and unfounded. Father Pascal is alive and the authorities are doing everything possible to secure his safe release." End quote. The Archdiocese also urged the public, bloggers and social media users not to circulate unverified information as it may cause unnecessary panic, distress the priest's family and hinder ongoing rescue efforts. The statement went on to thank the faithful for their prayers and support, asking them to continue praying for the release of Father Pascal and others still held by the captors. It concluded with a reminder that any information not issued through the official channels should be disregarded. Nigeria has been grappling with a rise in violence carried out by armed gangs whose activities include indiscriminate attacks, kidnappings for ransom, and in some cases, killings. The abduction of Father Pascal comes amid a spate of similar kidnappings targeting clergy members, schoolgirls, and other students in Africa's most populous country. That's all for today. Until we meet again, God bless and thank you.